Listen, y'all, what is happening? Okay, so the doomsday clock has been pushed closer to the end of times, to what they are saying is close to Armageddon. So let's just dive right into it. Please give this video a like. I've never really gotten into the doomsday clock thing. I would always see it. But the way things have been going lately, honey, I am looking into everything I can look into. So it says doomsday clock moves closer than ever to midnight in apocalyptic warning amid growing threat of nuclear war and rogue AI. And what they mean by rogue AI is going to have the ability to think for itself. It does not need or will not need a human being to direct it as to what it needs to do. It will do what it needs to do to protect itself and then mankind. So there you have it. Scientists today move the symbolic timepiece forward to 85 seconds as fears over nuclear war and the rapid rise of artificial intelligence reaches what experts describe as a critical tipping point. I believe it was 89 seconds last time, if I'm not mistaken, but that's what they're saying. So here's the clock. I need a thumbnail. I need a thumbnail with this craziness. So this is the doomsday clock, which is symbolic warning of nuclear apocalypse. And you can see all the times and where they had it, how many seconds and minutes they had it away from midnight, 12. The closer the hand to midnight is the nearer to Armageddon. So we are at 85 seconds. I think last year we were at 89 seconds. So wouldn't it have been, but anyway, the update took place at 3 p.m. UK time in Washington, D.C., delivered by the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists. I will show you that video, citing a worldwide failure of leadership. The president, CEO of the organization, said the doomsday clock's message cannot be clearer. Catastrophic risks are on the rise. Cooperation is on the decline, and we are running out of time. Change is both necessary and possible, she says, but the global community must demand swift action from their leaders. And I'm not poking fun at this at all, not at all, because we all know that the end of time is coming. How it's going to get there remains to be seen, because there are a number of things in play right now. So the scientists and the security board said that the 4-second shift reflects worsening global risk driven by nuclear brinkmanship, disruptive technologies such as artificial intelligence, and mounting biological security concerns. The board called for urgent action to rein in nuclear arsenals, establish international rule on AI, and strengthen cooperation and counter emerging biological threats. Now, this is all going on while the Trump administration have moved bombers, nuclear bombers, into position in Iran, just in case. Daniel Holtz, chair of the Science and Security Board, warned that growing global division is compounding the danger, saying the dangerous trends in nuclear risk, climate change, disruptive technologies like AI, and biosecurity are accompanied by another frightening development: the rise of nationalistic autocracies in countries around the world. He added that a splintering world risks leaving all of humanity more vulnerable. The board said major powers have grown increasingly aggressive, allowing hard-won global agreements to unravel while existential threats intensify. It warns that failure to reverse course would further increase the probability of catastrophe as leaders adopt policies that accelerate rather than mitigate global risk. Scientists stressed the clock is not a prediction, but a warning, and said decisive international cooperation could still pull humanity back from the brink. The clock symbolizes how close we have come to destroying ourselves with dangerous technologies of our own making. It In this grim calculation, midnight represents total annihilation. The nearer the hands creep forward, the fated hour, the closer mankind edges towards some of the most devastating global disasters. In recent years, the mounting risk of World War III and the unchecked rise of AI have all deepened the sense of impending doom. The Bulletin's chair of science and security, Daniel Holtz, has previously warned that advances in an array of disruptive technologies were driving the terrifying shift. Any move towards midnight should be taken as an indication of extreme danger and an unmistakable warning. Every second of delay in reversing course increases the probability of global disaster. So last year, I was right. Last year, scientists set the clock closer to midnight than ever before. Now, they've moved it back a pinch to 85. Now, it was at 89 seconds. It was at 89 seconds. No, actually, they moved it closer at 85 seconds. Get my brain together. Only to be topped today at 4 seconds less. That's not much. 4 seconds less. So we might have did a little bit of something to save ourselves. I don't know. By contrast, the hands were set furthest away at the end of the Cold War in 1991. Russia continues to bombard Ukraine as the war rumbles on. And y'all know we might be going to war with Iran. So that moves us closer. And I do this because we need to pray, because these people are making decisions that will affect all of us. The clock read 17 minutes to midnight back in 1991, I think is what they're saying, as the U.S. and the Soviet Union signed a strategic arm reduction treaty that was cutting nuclear weapons arsenal. Then since 2025 announcement, however, a number of world-shattering fears have only intensified with Ukraine and Russia. Russian forces have increasingly targeted energy infrastructures, plunging millions into darkness, freezing conditions as winter tightens its grip. Donald Trump has continued to play fast and loose with international law as the U.S. captured Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro. He has also threatened the fracture transatlantic relations by insisting on claiming Greenland in the name of national security. Everything is in the name of national security. In the Middle East, Iran continues to murder demonstrators who oppose the regime. Human rights organizations fear as many as 20,000 people may have been killed in a brutal display of repression by the Islamist Republic. In Gaza, a ceasefire hangs in the balance as both sides continue to violate its terms. Meanwhile, in the lingering shadow of the COVID-19 pandemic, global health authorities remain on red alert. So y'all, we inch it closer and closer. Y'all can let me know what y'all think down below. I never really put too much into that because I believe that God is the truth, is the answer, is the light, and he knows all, sees all, and what is going to happen will be under him. And so I intend to be under his watch. So y'all take care and stay safe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Please hit the like, share the video out, and I'm interested in seeing what your comments are. So get down in the comment section and leave me some comments.